Thank you.
We've all got opinions, like assholes. We've all got them, and most of them stink. But the opinion is an important thing to have. If you don't have one, then you don't have an awful lot. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything to have one, and it's nice to be able to voice your own. But the thing about opinion that a lot of people don't really think of is opinion should be a fluid thing, it's not a fixed. Good evening, chaps. So that was a little video dedicated to all those people out there who are still feeling the pain and still dealing out the pain over their opinions on what's happened recently. Don't get me wrong, an opinion is a very important thing. We are all entitled to them, and we should all be entitled to air our opinions. But the issue I have is the fact that we shouldn't be bringing people down over their opinions. We shouldn't be attacking people over their opinions. If you don't agree with someone's opinion, so what? Listen, nod, smile. Don't take it on board. You don't have to. If you really don't agree with someone's opinion, try and change their mind by talking, not arguing. It's amazing what people can do when they sit down and talk. I'm going to start the rant if I'm not careful. But George Carlin once said, "I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is that you have no right to your opinion." And fuck, it does seem to be like we are going that way. Whereas in reality we should be more a bit like the dude and just be like, well, that's your opinion, man. And yeah, just shrug things off. What difference does it make that somebody, your family member or somebody down the road, didn't vote the same way as you? All that matters is going forwards. You know, it's the best way to get forwards. There's no arguing about Trump, Hillary, who voted for who. What difference does it make? You've now got to deal with what you've got, club together and work out a way forwards. But you have to learn to be open-minded, because without open-mindedness we'd never be in the civilization. I know people aren't necessarily in the happiest way, but we'd never think of all the good things that we've got. We'd never have any of those if it wasn't for difference of opinion and matters being settled. You know, you've got to be respectful. Just be open-minded. That's all you've got to do. You know, opinion is a fluid thing. That's what all the water was about in the video. You know, it's a constantly changing thing. You know, if new information's brought to light, if somebody else's opinion may influence yours, if new truth comes to light, if anything, you know, opinion should be a continuously changing thing throughout your life. You know, your opinion on everything should be a continuously open thing. If not, that means you're closed-minded. You know, it's as simple as that, and that is not how we progress. That's not how anybody progresses. It's, you know, a lot of people I see InfoWars and all this stuff, and you know, I used to watch that, and the problem I have with that is you know, it's all very well. Yeah, I see what they're fighting for. I totally agree with that, but we're trying to make something better for ourselves, and these people are certain that we need to go back however many 100 years to do so. Well, how can you go forward by going back however many 100 years? We've proved that all through those years it's never really worked out for the people. You know, for 2,000 years, maybe more, we've proved that every system we've had doesn't work. Not very well. It just does. You know, it benefits those at the top and just does for everybody else. So how is regressing back to rules written, you know, in 1776? I know this may offend people, but what we need, what in my opinion, here we go, start to offend people now, we need to move forwards. You know, who says we can't completely forget about every system we've had so far and invent a new one? There's pretty great minds out there. Like I was saying to somebody the other day, we can build skyscrapers, we can build a space station, we can do this, we can do that. How come we can't invent a new way of doing things? Obviously people are going to start saying, well, the issue is the money and that, but I'm not getting into that today. The moral of this is the open-mindedness, basically. Don't be set in your ways, because things change and everything changes. Everything's continuously changing. That's the beauty of life. If we can't, you know, if we can't sit back and enjoy that, then we can't enjoy anything. You know, we really got to club together, not fall out with each other over these things. If we've got a difference of opinion, let's try and work it out. But anyway, I am ranting on a bit, just babbling on about nothing as usual. I think it was Plato once said, opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. And like, yeah. You look at some of the stuff that's going on out there right now, it even written however many thousand years ago that was, it still rings true today. But yeah. So, what's your opinion on the matter? Share it with me. But yeah, I don't know what else to say tonight. But it's obviously still going on. It's obviously still a big an issue. But all I can say is just be open-minded. If you don't agree with someone, so what? Just be respectful. We can't just argue about everything. There's no way we can possibly continue on fighting each other. We've got to club together, you know, whether it be your religious opinions or whatever it is. We've got to get it worked out. Anyway, that's just my 2 penneth worth, and who am I? But anyway, much love guys. Thanks for coming with us once again.